Building decks the hard way. Have fun with Hardleg. It's time to play some Yugioh. It's the deck build challenge. Hey, what's up, you lucky gamblers, and welcome to the Deck Build Challenge, where each week two combatants face off with strange theme decks. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe. Joining me today, Harcion of Harcion Gaming.
Ahoy hoy bananas.
Just bananas? That's your name for them this time?
It'll make sense in context.
Okay. And then joining him as opponent, a brand new co-host named ReakerSoul.
Hey everybody, it's nice to be here.
Oh, excellent. How very polite. And today we're playing another level challenge. It's level and rank 7 only. You can have, I believe, pretty open spell traps. We keep away a couple staples like Solemn cards and Mirror Force cards just to change things up. But generally open, but monsters, only level 7 and rank 7 monsters. I would open it up to link 7 monsters if such a thing existed. But I'm pretty sure they don't. Also, I'm hitting duel and it's not going. Can do one of you? Oh, the guy. There we go. Yeah, I've been thinking about that because I still haven't done the level 4 challenge. That's gonna be very open.
Deck building for this was actually a lot of fun. Like I was very impressed
With what you could do with only level 7 monsters. Toon
No.
Kingdom, you say? Interesting. I can't see what's being banished. It's so interesting seeing the DBC sleeves in here. I'm used to having, like, the big, huge, like, fancy artwork, and instead it's just, like, DBC with a circle. It's just nice and simple. It's like, whatchamacallit, Kingdom Hearts all over again. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. Comment in the comments if you get the reference. Do either of you
It's
get
just
the reference?
I didn't.
At least you're honest.
This just blew my entire side deck out of the water. I have no idea what to do now.
But I haven't even met your father, Joe.
I don't get it.
That's another lyric in that song.
Oh, okay.
They're like, what if I have to meet your father? Or something.
I don't know. I just know the chorus. Like, if you walk away, would you even say, please, oh baby, don't go? And then simple and clean part. Are you playing pendulums?
Oh.
Sure am.
Level 7 only pendulums versus tunes. I have a feeling this might be just a smidgen one-sided. Just a tiny bit one-sided. And of course, Sacred Swords of 7 stars. Good for not only an alliteration challenge, but also a challenge of level 7s.
Have we done an alliteration challenge yet, Joe?
No? It's a good idea, though. Weird, though, for whatever reason, Sacred Swords of 7 stars says unknown card and it's text for me. This damn new updater. I'm getting a lot of cards like that. I wonder if it's just because I'm spectating. Either way. And it's Harcion's the one with the tunes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you may have stumbled into a difficult challenge.
Nah, I got this.
I got this. I'm playing Mirror Forces, even though you told me not to.
Find a card that was like really fun, and I was like, the way you described the rules, I wasn't playing synchros, but I found a way to play a synchro.
Huh. Oh yeah. Whatchamacallit? Daedalus. It's level 7, right? Or am I thinking of something else?
I meant, so you have a tuner, like, level 7 synchros. Because Mare is a level 7 worm, and you can reduce its level by 1 to
Ah, okay, Mare. I forgot about that. So I thought there's that new one where it's like target a monster, reduce its level by so much, and then it gets that much level.
Yeah, because it'll always give you a level 7 synchro, unless you do random shenanigans with it.
Yeah, but then again, if you had, I don't think you can reduce a monster's level to 0.
Yeah, you can't. It has to be 6 or lower.
Oh,
Gotcha.
come on.
Well, at least you had that Wabaku to save you for one time.
Seemed like it was going to do something.
You weren't prepared for such a quick battle, were you?
No, I just keep drawing Calls of the Haunted and have no monsters in the graveyard.
Story of my life. Also, with that Jiangxi magician, is that a sword in its hand? It's like so big it doesn't even look like a sword.
I think it's a sword and a shield and a staff and a bow.
Yeah, I like to believe it's just a steel girder because it's got that like pattern on it.
Look at it. I like it.
Also, it doesn't even look like his hand is going behind it. It's being like blocked. Maybe it's just like floating behind him. Granted, I also have like really high quality HD card art, so... That's what's cool, is like I can't read the effect underneath. It says it's an unknown card, but the picture's so big you can read the text. And somewhere far away, a can crumbles. Oh hey. Absolutely, dragon.
Do you have something that can discard a thing from my hand so I can summon it with one of these 5 Calls of the Haunted?
How do you have 5 Calls of the Haunted? Limit 3. Or are you playing Oasis of Dragon Souls and Back to the Front as well?
I don't know, but I'm siding these out.
You've decided to side? It's possible, though, that it's just bad luck. Maybe your ratios are good. Did you test this at all?
Yeah, I never drew Call of the Haunted in testing.
And this time you drew all of them. So maybe it's just bad luck this time. Maybe you don't need to get rid of everything. Well, that was quick. So let's go into deciding. Let's see if maybe it was just the bad luck, and we'll try again. Alright, we're back. We're back, and we're about to be fighting. Even though the background still says, what a deck. I'm too lazy to change the whole background for that. It's fine. It's like faded out. It's dark. Either way, we're back. That's the important part.
I want that extra card.
Time for round 2. Can Toons make a comeback against level 7 pendulums? With odd eyes. And other things. I'm surprised no one went for Dark Magicians.
I have Toon Dark Magician.
Toon Dark Magician Girl. Oh wait, no, there's a Toon Dark Magician. I forgot about that.
Toon Dark Magician Girl's level 6, unfortunately.
Yeah. Because Dark Magician is level 6. It's weird. I think you pretty much went for the Toon deck I did when me and Cardsworth did the all-Toon mirror match. Because mine was just all the level 7 Toon monsters with Call the Haunted and like Twin Twisters and stuff.
Oh, I have other things in here than Toons. I just didn't draw any of them, except Call the Haunted.
Not fast enough. Not fast enough to compete with pendulums. All he needs is like 2 things and he's set. Just be lucky he can't make Heavy Metal Foes Electrum.
All those new Link monsters are insane.
They're pretty spooky. I remember seeing the Crystron one being like happy that they had it, but also sad because I'm like, this thing is too good in too many different decks. I can't imagine that this is going to be useful, or I can't imagine that this won't get banned at some point. But we'll see. That whole Link Vrains pack hasn't even come out in Japan yet, so who knows when it's going to be released in America.
I think it comes out in Japan next week, and I think there's still some cards we don't know, so...
I was happy they announced the Gem Knight one. That was the one archetype I was still waiting for. That and maybe Fluffles, but Fluffles don't really need it. They can do shenanigans without it.
Well, they already said they're only doing ones that are original to the card game and not anime origin ones that came out in the anime first.
Huh. Let's see. Ooh, I don't think I've seen the coin flip thing on here.
I have not either. It's fancy.
Tails, heads, tails. What does it have to be?
Two heads.
At least 2 heads. Yep. So you just gotta hope that's not Sakuretsu armor or something. Or D prison. Or D Kuretsu armor.
I'm just sad because half my extra deck still doesn't have artwork because of the updater.
Huh. Yeah, it's weird. I have all the artwork, but again, like a lot of my stuff doesn't have text for it. Like the only reason I know what Toon Barrel Dragon does is because I can read the HD art. Yeah, none of your none of your cards at all, Harcion, have any text for them.
This thing looks fun. Let's try it.
Weird.
Man.
Number 89, Cybeast Diabolus. That has text. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. Look at your opponent's extra deck. Also, banish 1 monster from their extra deck face down. At the end of the battle phase, if this card destroyed a monster by battle, you can target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it face down. If an opponent's card is banished face down, except during the damage step, you can banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck face down, equal to the number of their face down banished cards. Or is this some sort of weird rank 7 mill thing?
This was the new prize card, wasn't it?
I don't know. It looks cool, though. Although, if I'm not mistaken, its face is like a block of wood.
What's it doing?
Well, it banished a card, so then it banishes a card from the top of his deck face down. Every time you banish cards, you banish cards.
Neat. I had no clue what this guy did. I just knew it was new.
I just read it out loud.
Hell.
Read up paid
So
attention.
next turn, you'll...
I was looking through his extra deck.
Yeah, that's the thing is
2 instead.
if you destroy a card by battle, you put something face down. When you send something face down, you send something face down. Or what was it? You send face down equal to the numbers that are already face down. So if you destroy something by battle, then you do 2, and then if you do another one, then you do 4. So it like ramps up the mill, doubling it every time. It's actually kind of neat.
Best thing is when you get to activate that effect right after a Pot of Desires. And they just lose.
Just even more. I might have to do that. Make like for the what a deck, make like a rank 7. Like, Cybeast Diabolus Turbo. And then I'll play that card that lets you give your opponent a spell card. And I'll give them Pot of Desires and be like, go ahead. Ooh. Oh, okay. Good thing. Good thing you had that pendulum call. Otherwise, you would have lost everything and he would have gotten to banish a card on the field.
Didn't think about that pendulum call until it was...
It's okay. It'd been like a week and a half since he activated it. I didn't remember it either. I got the Astrograph Sorcerer. He's like, hold up, I got this. Just something about that hand motion always makes me think of that. Like, step back. I'm about to do some shit.
Too late.
Weird, I could see your entire extra deck now. I guess that's because it was revealed when he looked at it. Can you still see it, Harcion?
It was in my sidebar until a minute ago, but it said it, or it was showing it as his banished zone, which was weird.
But if you, like, click on it, does it expand everything for you?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so I guess once
I can
it's
just see all
revealed,
of
it
it.
just assumes that everyone knows it. Uh-oh. It's a big old eye.
That is a big old eye. I can't see the big old eye.
Yep. You're not missing much. He's pretty much a pointy cone with a ring around it.
All I can see is the dragon lolly.
What? I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, for some reason all the cards I don't have images of are just the little dragon girl from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Strange. All mine are like weird. The ones when I can't see them, they're like spiral stuff. Oh hey.
Oh no, now
I can see
lose a thing.
Odd Eye's Meteor Burst. Oh, I guess because are you playing the thing too? Or is that this there in case you use it with something else?
Well, Absolute can get a thing out if it
Oh, okay.
into the graveyard.
Just in case. And then he gets to banish 4 from the top of your deck. I believe. If that's how that worked. Yep.
Ah! No! My Wabokus!
How will you defend yourself without them? Well, if you have 2 level 7... Oh, okay, or you could do that. I was gonna be like, summon 2 level 7s. Ouch.
No!
Wavering eyes, he's eyeing your waivers. That really
No.
sucks for everyone.
What?
And you get to activate that? Damn.
Okay, that's just mean.
I didn't know that worked like that.
And I could have chose his cards if I wanted to.
Huh. Wait, it's, cards if you... Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you could have pendulum summoned, make your own big eye, then use your big eye to steal his big eye, then use his big eye to steal something else. I think I did that in my, Red Dragon... Or my, Okay, ReakerSoul, give him 1 turn. Let's see if we can do something in 1 turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna end.
Heart of the cards.
Nope.
What'd you draw?
I got Pendulum Call and I don't have anything to discard.
Oh, so if only you would save that Dragon Pit Magician.
Well, no, because I only have 2 more all my Dragon Pits are out now.
Oh, okay.
This is 1 on my scale, 1 in my extra deck, and 1 in the graveyard.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll go into Revenge Duel territory, and let's go ahead and say, take out those wavering eyes, ReakerSoul.
Oh, do I have to take out mine too?
No, you can keep yours since it's a Revenge Duel.
Yay.
Just I didn't even know you had pendulums. I thought you were just playing pure tunes.
Nope.
So it was essentially the same thing, just with fundamental differences. But yeah, we'll see. ReakerSoul, clearly the winner. Hardcore pendulums. Right here. We'll try one more time, see pendulums versus pendulums, but without the wavering eyes over here, because man, that makes such a big difference as we go into the 3rd duel. Because we're back, and fighting is about to happen. Level 7 fighting, to be specific, mostly pendulums. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what levels we haven't done yet. I don't think we've done level 6, have we? I didn't realize there were so many, like, pendulums that were in this level.
Like, 90% of the Odd Eyes archetype is level.
Yeah. And a couple magicians. And I thought we'd just be seeing a bunch of... I completely forgot about them. I thought it would just be, like, a whole bunch of jankety, like... what are they called? Red Eyes and Dark Magician, where you're like sending them to the graveyard and then summoning them back out with stuff. Like your Toon deck. I was like, oh no. This time we got ReakerSoul on the bottom here, going first. Using his Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon with the alternate art. Sweet how all the dragons from Arc V got immediate alternate art. Oh, there's the Lullaby of Obedience. You, tonight.
Oh crap, it's making me actually spell it.
Cards for firewall.
Pay 2,000 to declare one monster card name. Your opponent looks at the top of their deck. And this is where, if you have, whatchamacallit, Engraver of the Mark, suddenly it's like, now's your time to shine. Also, I never noticed it before. I guess I thought it was part of his mouth. But the Lullaby of Obedience guy has like a blue mustache.
Did I get it? Yeah.
Good job
You hit it.
spelling that.
I was literally like, does it have a K or is it just a G?
Pretty sure it starts with an X.
Well,
Oh, you cut out there. You started to say something.
was it, I know it starts with an X. I couldn't remember if it was ANGKE or...
Jiangki. Oh, you didn't want to special
Oh,
summon it? Or does he choose?
Choose.
Reaker chooses, but he just gave me it to use as a scale, so...
Yeah, but I guess it's better than putting it in on the... Well... Nah, it's effect. Oh, snap. Look at this pendulum graph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Nice trade, nice trade. He got rid of his pendulum magician for your pendulum magician. Well, who's being arrested? The dueling police coming to your house? Like, offsides, penalty, use of pendulum graph. Sir, do you know how fast you were dueling?
That's why they call it a speed duel, Joe.
Isn't that what they call it in Duel Links?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
What's the one from 5Ds? Turbo Duels, that's it.
Reduce the levels of all your opponent's monsters by what? Isn't that only on the field, though? So I guess they can't Ixie summon. Oh, I never understood what this picture was until now. She's got like a weird long black face. And her hands are all like, oh no! She's like smoking out the mouth. That's weird. She's like a matchstick woman.
So now for the punchline of my introduction joke. There's a card called Na Na Na, and it has like a sideways banana crooked man on it.
Oh, but you never drew it?
Neither of us ended up playing it, I don't think.
I was going to play it and then didn't.
So it's a reference to a card that we're not even going to see.
Was in my side deck. I just didn't feel like siding it in.
What does it do?
Increases the attack of one level 7 or rank 7 monster you control by 700 until the end of the turn.
Oh, okay. It's just just a pity we didn't get to see a lucky number 7 strike or whatever it's called. When you get the three level 7 monsters. That would have been neat. Oh! Except I think I could just chain that and...
Monster. I'm sorry.
If only Toon Kingdom, if it said that you're... If only Comic Hand was named like Toon Hand or something.
You can have that.
Doing some kaijos there now, are you? Tosha.
I don't know. I'm dead next turn because all I have to do is pendulum graph away my monster.
Yeah, probably. Unless you can get some kaiju counters on the field quick.
Then I have to draw a magician for that to happen.
Oh, is it a magician? I thought it was just any pendulum.
Monster in your monster zone or pendulum zone.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it does have to be a magician. Okay. So there is hope. There's hope on a rope.
I feel like Time Pendulum Graph needs banned. Possibly.
I mean, if there was anything in the whatchamacallit, in the pendulum magicians. Well, you know, I'm halfway through saying that, and I'm like, but also Duelist Alliance and also Wavering Eyes.
They just brought Wavering Eyes back. You can't say that we need to get rid of it already.
I can and do.
I'm fine with Wavering Eyes for the same reason I was fine with Wavering Eyes originally, in that, oh, you just brought that one back. Oh, I'm dead.
Yo, what's up? I'm a pendulum magician. Nice combo, though. Good job with the Pendulum Reborn. Can you set a card?
Man.
Another kaiju!
Like 9 times out of 10 when I duel against Pendulum Magicians, it's because of Time Pendulum Graph that I lose.
Yeah.
Because it just gives them so much free advantage. Like, oh, I get to put this thing into my extra deck, and then
I get to blow this up to blow your thing up, and when my thing blows up, I get to blow up another thing that you control. And that triggers Astrograph Sorcerer, so I get to summon that and then add something from deck to hand.
it's just too much. And it's searchable, so...
It's true.
But I don't know. It still surprises me that Pendulum Magicians ended up being a meta pick, because it really does feel like they're so easy to side against. Like, all you have to do is just, like, fill your deck with Spell Trap hate, like Unending Nightmare, Cosmic Cyclone, Twin Twisters.
I mean, I was like 50% sure he was going to run Pendulums, so I pretty much should have just put in Anti-Spell Fragrance.
But then you wouldn't be able to Pendulum.
Messed up.
I set my skills first and then do it.
See, that's it. You should have sided against the Pendulum match. Like, you should have gone full with the tunes and then put in a whole bunch of anti-Pendulum stuff in the side deck.
I mean, my main deck had 3 Wavering Eyes in it. Just never drew them. I only drew Call the Haunted.
Still haven't drawn them. Or did you take them out too?
No, they're in there. We got this.
Ooh.
Man.
Mist Valley Apex Avian. The Lord of Squiggly Red Lines. He can negate anything by returning himself to the hand and use Pendulum summon him back out. Well, this
my kaijus in my hand.
This turned around right quickly. Granted, Reaker still has 4 cards. You can only negate one of them. That'll get a monster off the field. If he can get them out and destroy... Oh, he does have a kaiju. Okay.
I had both my kaijus in my hand, but when I could have ended it last turn, but when I set the scale, it like said, do you want to chain? And I was like, oh yes, I want to chain. Being dumb.
Wait, why is it... Huh. His attack is green, like he's gaining attack, but it's still just 28.
I noticed that earlier, like, stood up that it was doing that.
I was gonna say, you could have blown up his Pendulumograph with your Dragon Pit Magician.
Here.
Alright, do you have a rank 7 that you can rank up into? That will be able to stop such a horrid beast as Radian, the multi-dimensional kaiju. AKA Batman Wannabe. He came from the Batman dimension.
The Batman dimension.
Look at his ears. He's definitely trying to be Batman. Oh, hey.
Get this.
Big eye for Zag.
Big eye for game. Well, hey. Comeback of the century with just 400 life points. And you didn't even have to use Wavering Eyes, although I think your Stygian Dirge was of limited use there. Not sure how much it helped. But at least we got a somewhat interesting duel. It really does feel, though, like with pendulums, like he who opens the Wavering Eyes has a really, really good chance against the other pendulum player. But either way, interesting to finally knock another notch. We hadn't done the level battles in a while. Did you enjoy your first time, Mr. ReakerSoul?
I did.
Awesome.
I just hope that it wasn't like too short, and now it'll be like, oh, well that was quick.
I mean, sometimes they're gonna be. It's hit and miss with these challenges. That's just how it works sometimes. It's okay, last week's was really good. I'm sure next week's will be really good. And this one wasn't bad or anything, it was just, like, faster than normal. And how did you enjoy yourself, Harcion of Harcion Gaming? Okay, he's been turned into a dog. He can't communicate with us on our mortal plane. That's fine. We'll just have him speak in the comments about stuff. Anyway.
I got muted.
Oh, okay. Until next time, good luck.
And have fun.
And bark barks.